Good morning, everybody. I hope you are all doing well. Happy Tuesday. Let's get this music pulled down and switched on over, boop, to my face. It's weird having a silent main menu. I've started every other driver stream not in the load menu. So we've had some background music, some noise playing. Now it's just me, my thoughts. Anyways, morning, Joe. Anyone else hanging out in Lurk? I appreciate you all being here bright and early this morning after yet another day of the internet crashing. The plan for today is going to be hopefully finishing up Driver. We should have finished this game up over a week ago at this point, but internet has deemed it as no good. We will basically be going until the internet dies today. It seems like more often than not that usually hits around like the 11 to noon mark, something in there. So we can get 3 good hours of stream. But before that, let's pop open our Pokemon pack. We're still opening EV Grove. I'm missing 2 Pokemon, an EX and a regular. I have the pack points for the regular, but I don't want to spend those and then get the regular and then not have enough for an EX, so we're playing that waiting game. But let's see what we got here. We got a Chincino. There's a Sableye. That's an Eevee bag. There's our good old sweet relay Vanillite. And last but not least, there's a Dragonair. Yeah, I'm only missing those 2 cards, and I think the next pack comes out on the 22nd of this month. It should be the A4 pack. Yeah, 22nd sounds right. So 2 weeks from now, I have 2 weeks to open, or to get those 2 cards that I am missing. Hey there, DUR. Good to see you, my man. What am I at pack point wise? Yeah, so I'm at 270 out of the 500 I need for EX Flareon. I tried doing a Wonder Pick this morning and did not get the Jolteon I was looking for, unfortunately. Of EV Grove, I am only missing EX Flareon and regular Jolteon, which I do think is pretty funny. Oh. Ahaha, I can finish the Dragonite deck. These rental decks are always so wild, because they're never good. Like, I don't know how well you guys can see that. Yeah, you can see a decent amount. So, from the top corner down to that full art Eevee there, those are all actual Pokemon, which means that the large majority of the deck are usable Pokemon, which isn't very good. The meta in TCG is very much focused around trainer and item cards. So having your deck be 80% Pokemon, it's not the best. Anyways, we are 1 card away from having every single one of those rental decks. But that's enough Pokemon for this morning. Let's get on into Driver. I fear that I might not have saved before Presidential Run, and that scares me. I don't know how much progress we've lost.
You have 3 new messages.
3 new messages.
We need a cab, see? We got some more cab rides we need to give in the city. We just need you to bring us one we can use.
So that's the non-damaged cab.
Have just been spotted, cowboy. They're parked up in Midtown. Call me if you want to make a mess of them.
We can make a mess of someone. Let's go for it. I always like the missions where it's ram into someone.
Yeah.
Hey, how's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are all having a great Tuesday. You doing pretty groovy? Hell yeah. Let's turn those sound effects down. Speaking of groovy, turn the sound effects down. Let's turn the music up. And now let's all get groovy. Yeah, there it is. I'm hopeful that today we're going to be able to... I'm hopeful today the internet isn't going to die, so we're going to get our full stream time in. We're going to be able to finish up Driver and get started on Shadow Tower. I've been kind of jonesing to play Shadow Tower. I know Kami said it's one of his least favorite games on the PS1, and that really makes me want to play it more. I love games that are famously bad, because 9 times out of 10 I always end up loving them. And then you have those games that everyone says are really good and I end up hating. I know it sounds wacky, but it happens every time. Oh, this is one where I have to wreck the car and then get back to the motel, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Nope. Damn, got totaled. You had an internet question, you're wondering how curious the old equipment they gave you is, because in your experience, it starts to die at the 3-year mark. So we just had our router and modem replaced. Spectrum did a bunch of internal system upgrades probably like 6 months ago or so. And because of that, you couldn't use your old router or modem anymore. So they sent out new models and then required you to turn in the old models, or they charged you a fee. So our hardware is pretty damn new, like this year levels of new. And yes, I did turn in the old model, so we didn't have to pay that fee. Little bit ridiculous that they hit you with that without asking you if you want an upgrade or not. You get voluntold that you're getting an upgrade, basically. Ah, shit. That's bad. Yeah, that positioning's not good. Well, hey, I managed to destroy all of the other police cars. That's fun. Oh man, I wrecked my car. Alright, one more time. Gotta go wreck Granger's wheels. I did call Spectrum again yesterday after the stream died. I told them everything about our download and upload speed, which if you guys aren't in the Discord, I posted the results of yet another internet speed test showing that my upload is below 2 megabits per second, which is not good. The package I pay for should give me 10 on upload, and it's 2, which kind of sucks. Zoinks, get me out of here. Damn tree. Man, do I despise this rain. Yeah, I once again could not get a technician to agree to come out. Also because I told them what all the issues I was having were, and their response was just, huh, looks like there's no problem on our end, which is the classic. Let me rephrase that. I told them everything that was going on and what was wrong with the system, and their response was, did you try turning it off and back on again? Lose the tail. Okay. Really seems like they changed their behavior since you had them back in Ohio years ago. That was it pretty good for you. How large of a place did you live in Ohio? I think there's a little bit of small town mentality going on where there's no other option here, so it's just sort of get got nerd, what are you gonna do? Go somewhere else, as if. Works every time. Beep boop, dial up looks like it's working, you see? Yeah, we're 20 minutes in and no frames dropped. I think the big test is once we hit about 11 a.m. Pretty good sized city, you'd say the suburbs, yeah.
Cowboy.
That's how it goes. If you want me to put it into perspective, my town doesn't even have a grocery store. I have to go 2 towns over to go grocery shopping. If that puts the size of things into perspective. Dude. It's extremely affordable here. Actually able to afford a house. The population of my town is lower than most medium-sized streamers have in their chats on a day-to-day basis. Okay, he was just driving on the grass. And I know that might sound absurd, but you have to keep in mind that I live in Montana, so small towns are not few or far between. Well, relatively far between, but everything is a great distance in this state. We're just gonna reset this one. Oh, that rain. Yeah, the dream is to one day have fiber internet. It's never gonna happen, but it's the dream. The good old slip and slide rain. That's 100% what it is. Also, for some reason, it's very sticky at the same time, so your car can't get as much speed. So you're simultaneously going unbelievably slow and also uncontrollable. You know, the classic. Park got away, damn. Yeah, honestly, I greatly prefer living in small towns as opposed to big areas. Like, I've never lived in a big city before, but I've went on vacations in places like Seattle, San Diego, Portland, and I'm good. I don't want to live in the piss palace. Huh. So is the amount of time that you get in a mission determined by what route they're going to take? Because I had a mission earlier where, or I had an attempt on this one earlier where I had like 3.5 minutes, and then on that one I had like 45 seconds at the start. It was a bit strange. Yeah, you grew up in a small town, your graduating class was 96 people. Inverse, nice. You're from 3 different towns that went to your school. That's how that's how it goes. You take the being in those small town areas makes good internet hard to get. Sure do. Sure do. Ugh, I forgot about Rite of Passage. Sorry, we got this one. Oh. You had 70 people in your graduating class. One off. Damn. If only you had 71. I know Alex always uses it as a point of pride, but her graduating class was 69 people. Personally, I grew up in a medium-sized town in terms of Montana. So my graduating, we had 2 high schools in the town, and I graduated with something like 130 kids. Which was a ridiculously large class even for where we were, or where I was rather. God, you can't turn. You're in a tourist town now. The amount of people, always rather intense. Oh, I bet. You know, whenever you look up lists of the hardest PS1 games or fun short PS1 games, Driver shows up on pretty much every list because everyone just goes, yeah, that tutorial, impossible to finish. We got through the tutorial relatively quickly. It was what, maybe 10 attempts? But I gotta say, the hardest part of this game has to have been all of the internet crashes. The internet was truly the hardest part of this game. Also, I gotta say, it's kind of funny that they have you do the tutorial in that parking garage outside of the rain, and then every single mission at the end of the game is just you're driving in the rain, so all of that practice that you got is just out the window. Forget about all that, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters in the rain. You can't control shit, you just gotta hope for the best. I will say, something I love a ton about going and visiting big cities, where are all the cops? I don't know. I think we might just be getting lucky on cop spawns. Something I love a lot about traveling to bigger cities is just all of the food options that you guys have. I think the cops are on break right now. There's actually a strike happening at the moment, so they are giving us just free reign to drive around town. Ah, there's a cop. See, they exist. Ah, yep. And spawned in the worst possible spot. Cops are having a meeting at the donut shop? Exactly. So you get it. The Krispy Kreme is bumping right now. Oh. I was looking behind me. Alright, he's hot on my heels. I don't know if rite of passage requires us to not have any police on our tail. Never mind, that works. He's driving in a straight line away from us. We lost him. I'm glad no police officer can find my very beaten up car. That was actually the turn I wanted. Come on, man. What's the next turn? Up a bit. Yeah, I don't know if we're making this one. Time-wise, I don't know if we're getting this one. Where are all the police? I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just kind of driving and having a good time. Where are all the police? Okay, there's one right there. And he pitted me. Alright, this is going to be a close one for sure. No, I don't think we're getting this one. Damn. We saw the arrow. Excuse me. Yeah, I think we saw 3 cops on the entirety of that last run. Kind of a wild low number. You would think if this were an actual one-way, they'd have more signs posted. Oh, is this supposed to be a blockade? Nice try, guy. The good old 2 police car blockade. He was trying his best, okay? We lost him. Captain, we're doing our best, Captain. You're a disappointment to the force. Yep. No time to turn around. Wow, okay. Hey, I talk shit. This cop's out for blood now. This cop is really out for blood now. Hate that. Hate that for me. Ugh. I don't wanna have to go through the park, but I think it's gonna be the fastest route. If only there was a sick jump we could go off on the middle of the monument in the park. They can set up barricades, actually. Interesting. I think that's the first barricade we've seen on Rite of Passage. Don't you pit me, don't you pit me. I'm curious, what are the games that are generally considered to be like the best racing games on PS1? Is Driver up there? Yeah, we got a handful of blocks. Ridge Racer Type 4 is near the top. Yeah, I'm assuming like the Ridge Racers, the Gran Turismos, things along those lines, like the very realistic driving simulators. Where are my Crash Team Racing appreciators at? Where are all the CTR enjoyers? You really like Burning Road, but that's just you. My favorite is the Dukes of Hazzard for PS1. Joe rolls in. Let me tell you about a little game called A Buckle Up. I've been pitted. Still alive. Still alive, still on track. Actually, I had time to jump on Twitch for the past week and you weren't online. You saw on Discord you were having internet issues. Huge internet issues. Really huge, inconvenient, and frustrating internet issues. How you doing, Superficial? Hope you had some good free time regardless. Yeah, we're not winning that one. Oh snap, we driving? We are still driving. Final 2 missions. Hope the internet issues fix themselves. They haven't. We'll see though. Our internet has pretty consistently been crashing around 11 a.m. So we might be able to get about 3 hours in before everything falls apart again. And if everything falls apart, I'm going to once again try to call Spectrum and see if I can get a technician to come out. But I have my doubts. Basically, I'm going to keep pestering them every single day until they eventually say, man, we're going to send a technician just to shut you up. able to buy a Switch 2, sign up for Walmart Plus subscription for 1 month just to snag one. It gets in tomorrow. Oh, hell yeah. Just in time for Donkey Kong Bonanza. I've been finding it extremely funny anytime that I see a Nintendo Switch 2 commercial. Because the system has no games on it yet, it literally has Mario Kart, and Donkey Kong's gonna come out in, what, a week? Every single ad for the Switch 2 that you see is just showing Mario Kart and nothing else. Like, you'll see the ads go, you can now use the Joy-Con as a mouse, and then not show any gameplay of them using the Joy-Con as a mouse. Or, you can chat with your friends and family, and they just show them chatting in Mario Kart. Don't forget about the Mario Party DLC that comes out on the 24th. You're so right, though. Finally, I can play Mario Party minigames by doing this again. You guys remember the good old days of Mario Party for the Wii? What was that, Mario Party 8? Finally, I can use the Sony iToy. Sorry, I mean Nintendo Switch 2 camera. Still somehow the best-selling console of all time. So it can't be that stupid. You know, it's up there with Minecraft Movie, the highest grossing movie of all time. I just find it funny. I know I'm gonna pick up a Switch 2 eventually. But like, until they add more games to it, I'm just kind of sitting here like, enjoy your Mario Kart. And in all fairness, I think everybody who has a Switch 2 and is playing Mario Kart is enjoying it. I think the earliest I'm probably going to pick up a Switch 2 is going to be for Pokemon Legends ZA. Ugh. Oh, come on. I really enjoyed Legends Arceus. So something that's just more Pokemon Legends, I'll take it. If Legends Arceus would have been a 10 out of 10 if it had gyms. I don't know, I think that the strong point of Arceus wasn't its combat. I think they could have taken all combat out of the game and I would have been completely okay with it. Like, all turn-based combat, they could have taken all of that out and I would have been completely okay with it. I think that Legends Arceus really excelled with allowing you to explore environments and have a good time catching Pokemon. And that's really what I wanted. I wanted just an ecological sim where I got to run around expansive environments and just catch Pokemon and have fun. I'm just looking to have fun. And I mean, hell, being able to dodge roll and fight those action bosses was also an extremely fun time. You want Scarlet and Violet to be like Legends. Arceus was much, much, much better than Scarlet and Violet. The combat in Arceus you think is much better than Scarlet and Violet. I've still yet to pick up anything on Gen 9. Who knows, maybe if they release an updated version of Scarlet and Violet for the Switch 2 where it actually has decent performance, maybe I'll pick it up. You're gonna pick up Borderlands 4 and Final Fantasy Tactics Remake, but you're not really excited for any of the other future games at the moment. I've never played a Borderlands game before, but I can 100% guarantee you I'm going to pick up Final Fantasy Tactics, but I'm going to get it on Steam for modding capabilities more than anything. Alright, who's ready for some pinball? I'm gonna get thrown everywhere in this mission. Yep, and so it begins. We had some fun clip farming yesterday. Getting launched really high in the air, all that fun stuff. Getting thrown so fast we clipped through a wall. You don't really like shooter games, you never did Borderlands. Loved, though. To me, Borderlands kind of fits into the same headspace that Diablo does, where it seems like the kind of game that is much more fun if you have friends that are also playing it. So I never really got into Diablo. My first experience with Diablo was the PS1 version on stream. Whoop. Ugh. I'm just gonna finish this entire map backwards. Good golly. The police are out for blood today. I would once again like to reiterate that they are trying to save the president. Golly. And we're wrecked. Why'd you end up having to back up to get this mission again? So you can only save at certain increments when you get put back to your hotel. So we weren't able to save at this mission since we couldn't go back to our hotel before starting it. So let's say in theory the stream were to crash right now, which, knock on glass, that doesn't happen. I would have to redo Rite of Passage and the other 2 missions that we've done today. You like Borderlands because it's a loot-based shooter with character building. Diablo 2 combines hilarious dialogue with witty situations and stuff. I think what it comes down to with first-person shooters for me is it falls in the same category as any sport or racing game where I don't want something that's like hyper-realistic. I don't want to play Call of Duty or Counter-Strike, Medal of Honor. I don't want to play anything that's like attempting to be extremely realistic. I would rather play the over-the-top cartoony games. You give me Deep Rock Galactic where I'm out in space as a dwarf shooting spiders, and I'm having a great time. You give me Gunfire Reborn where I get to play as a bunch of animals going through Chinese mythology, just blasting yokai. I'm having a great time. Oh no. Oh no, I'm getting dude blendered. Oh no, I'm getting dude blendered. I've been put in the dude blender. Yeah, sport and racing games are the exact same for me as well. Like, I'll play Mario Tennis and Mario Strikers any day of the week. But like, do I want to play an MLB game? Absolutely not. Do I want to play a FIFA game? Still no. Going the right way? Yes, I am. Okay. And once again, racing games as well. I'm not a huge fan of like the hyper-realistic driving simulators like Forza or anything like that. But you give me a Crash Team Racing and I will play that for hours and hours on end. Mario Kart, I think, has some design issues that hold it back from being a great game in my eyes. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, we were so close. I could see the end on the map. Damn. I think in terms of like fundamental design, Mario Kart has a problem of if you don't have items, the game feels kind of stale. But if you do have items, you get fucked over unbelievably hard so often that it just saps a decent amount of the fun out of it. It's one of the reasons why I think that Double Dash is the best Mario Kart, like bar none. Reset that one. In Double Dash, you have the benefit of items don't have that much of an impact on you as an individual. Like, your recovery frames from items are the fastest that you have ever seen in the series. And that is a huge, huge upside. Like, items are crazy, it's over the top, there's shit flying all over the screen at any given moment. And they accounted for that. Like, that's part of the design philosophy of the game. You get hit by an item and you lose a little bit of top speed, but it's not like from 1st to 24th in an instant. You get hit with a shell and you're maybe moving down 1-2 spots, but it's not impossible to recover from that. Which, you know, that could probably be considered it's more cartoony and over the top than any other Mario Kart game. If I wanted realism in games, I would just continue to play Desert Bus more. I get my fill of realistic games every new year when I do Desert Bus again. Which, hey, let me tell you, New Year's this year is going to be the 7th year of Desert Bus. Which is kind of crazy to say out loud. Good old 7 years of Desert Bus. The president really is very, very calm when getting obliterated by police like this. It really makes you wonder what he goes through on a day-to-day basis. We're getting blown up here. Yeah. Yeah. Side path. Secret alley. And I'm wrecked. Damn. We need another one. You know, from what I've seen of Borderlands as well, it seems like the game has a lot of options for fun and interesting weapons, and I think that's another thing that I need in a first-person shooter. Since it's a genre that I don't usually dip my toes in, the ones that I do play have to have something that's cool and fun and interesting. Wow, I got completely turned around there. So, like, Fallout New Vegas is a great example that comes to mind. That game is a first-person shooter, and it has some realistic elements. But the shooting isn't the main focus, and they add other things into the game to make the shooting aspect more interesting, like giving you really cool weapons. Like, if you don't want to shoot a gun, it's okay. There's an option that you can just strap a tank of gasoline on your back and carry around a fire sword instead. And that's metal as hell. You do want to shoot a gun? Okay, here's a BB gun. Or, here's a machine gun that fires 1,000,000 bullets a second. Here's a shotgun that will turn anyone who gets in your way into a pile of gore. Damn, that cop's not going to be in Rush Hour 3. They're really lighting up on the barricades. Alright. Before we keep on going with this mission, we are rounding out hour 1 of the stream, so we have an ad break coming up here in just a second. I'm going to put you guys over on the BRB screen and play some music while I run a couple of ads. We'll be back in just a moment, folks. Enjoy the tunes if you're subbed. If not, consider subscribing. We are currently only 2 sub points away from hitting our goal of 15, which will allow us to do a PS1 movie night one of these weekends coming up. If not, I appreciate you guys hanging out regardless. I'll see you on the other side of this break. No more battle with sweet corn. We're back, everyone. Thanks for sticking around through that break. I do appreciate it. Let's get back to driving this car. Mr. President, he needs saving. So we've been able to see the ending of this stage, which is pretty exciting. We saw it once yesterday as well, so being able to actually see the ending what was that, on the third, fourth attempt, is pretty sweet. Oh, here it goes. It's pinball time. I wish to become the pinball wizard. And we're dead. Golly. It's just so hard to control when you get bumped. If you get bumped from behind, you lose all control and gain way too much forward momentum. If you get bumped from the front, you lose all control and lose all forward momentum. And we're wrecked. Jucks. One more time. You out of time. Great start, great start, great start. I don't know if the president knows what nice driving is. God damn it. I don't want to deal with that one. I'm good. So are any of you guys watching GDQ this week? I had it on for a little bit on Sunday. I watched the Beat Saber showcase, which is always really fun. I know they aren't speedruns, but I really love watching the, I don't know what you would call them, the game masters. Like the people who play rhythm games and arcade games at extremely high levels and just get to show off their skills and the community at large. I think those are always a lot of fun. So seeing that Beat Saber showcase was great. Every time that they show off TGM at a GDQ, I'm happy. Ugh. I'm not getting out of that one. I feel like they've really refined the formula of the speedrun marathon to structure it in a way where they put like a couple games in a row that they know everyone's really excited for, and then a game that most people probably aren't gonna care about, and then 2 more games that you're excited for. So you have that little 30-minute to hour-long break there in the middle to go and get what you need done. Oh, you need a bathroom break? It's okay, Halo 4 is coming up. No one's gonna watch Halo 4. I said like the Fallout Anthology run isn't one of my favorite GDQ runs of all time. Goodness. And they just keep coming. Alright, we're going in reverse. We are no longer going in reverse. And these cops are being savage these past couple of runs. Oh no. Ah, damn you, big tree hitbox. Bump. Okay, we're at least past the park. That's something. Just stay piled up back there, friends. You don't see a thing. Oh, they're coming for me again. Oh no. Oh no. Wow. I feel like I'm less in control when I get rammed by a police car today. I'm not sure why. Yo, 6 slalom. It just feels like we're getting tossed around a lot more than usual, and simultaneously a lot less than usual. Like, we're getting less verticality, but we're getting more just stationary time. Thank you, Mr. President. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what is playing the rest of the week on JDQ. I tried looking at the schedule online on Sunday, but I think me and 100,000 other people had the same idea to try to look up what was going to be playing that week, and the website did in fact go down almost immediately. Got full force into the tree. There's rain, so I can't turn enough to get around it. You haven't watched GDQ in a couple of years, you just watch the hot fixes when it's a streamer, you know. I used to watch GDQ like religiously every year when I was in like middle and high school, and I loved them. I thought they were so much fun. But it's gotten a lot more commercialized, to the point where it doesn't feel like it has as much charm. But it's still fun to pop in every once in a while. I don't think I've ever watched a hot fix before. You enjoyed the TaskBot runs back in the day? Those were always fun. Brain Age TaskBot is an all-timer. The 4-player relay run of Final Fantasy IX, that is also an all-timer for me. So that one was back in like 2019, I think. But you know, processing it after saying it was 2019, that was actually some time ago. Like, oh no, that was like a couple of years ago. Nope, that was 6 years ago. A little bit of time. Whew. I can't wait for the GDQ event where one of the runners goes, yeah, the first GDQ happened before I was born. Because that's going to turn some people's knees to dust. Wow, that sucks. Wow, that sucks a lot. Get shoved once, get shoved forever. Ooh, Bonesaw's Jack and Daxter run that ended up getting him banned from GDQ is also an all-timer for me. That's a really good one. Honestly, any run where Patty was on couch commentary was a very fun one. Unfortunately, the rules go, if you're funny on GDQ, you're gonna get banned. So Bonesaw's been banned, Patty's been banned. GDQ, no funds allowed. Damn. Remember the audience yelling orb a lot, but you don't remember what game it was. So that started out in Super Mario World. I know a bunch of other games have tried to be like, nope, nope, we started it. It started in SMW. But honestly, once a GDQ meme takes off, every subsequent run is going to reference it, and then the joke's gonna get run into the ground. So who knows, it could have been any run after SMW that you watched. Do 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 do. I really don't know what to do in a lot of these situations where I'm getting bumped. Because it really does feel like I'm damned if I turn left, I'm damned if I turn right. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to get shoved and lose control completely, regardless. And nope, still alive. And no longer alive. Okay. That's fine. You want? Getting a little warm in here. Is it hot in here or is it just me? Hello, Greeks and geeks. Hey there, Prince Wizard. How you doing today, bud? Strip? I don't think we're gonna strip today. I don't think today is the nipple reveal stream. But you know, everyone has their prize. 10,000 subs. Quick, someone throws $60,000 at me. Psh, that's pretty cheap. I don't know about you. That's not very cheap in my eyes.
Nice driving, son.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll get this one figured out. Just gonna put my controller down for a little bit. Tell me more. Ah, I see. One more time. Yes. Oh my god. Oh, nope. There we go. We flip right side up for a singular second. That was something. Get the president out of there. Can do, boss. Let's go, Mr. President.
Nice driving, son.
Okay, still alive. You're good. You got a pretty interesting date planned for tomorrow. Yep. Kind of didn't really process. People do still be going on dates, don't they? Oh no, I don't think I have a romantic bone in my body, so I'm not usually thinking about dates, and I know that's much to the behest of my partner. I'm sure Alex would be very happy if I thought about dates more. Bump.
Nice driving, son.
Whoop. Okay, we're doing good. We're looking pretty clean. Or better phrased, how not romantic are you? I don't know how to quantify it exactly. It's just not. I don't know. I'm not really thinking about going out very often. I feel like a lot of the gifts that I give are more practical than heartfelt. But like, they're useful. But I'm not out here buying a dozen roses or anything like that.
Nice driving, son.
Damn it. This is a great shot. This is our best chance. We're not super injured. We might get super injured here. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that really sucks. Oh no. Hate that for me in particular. Okay, okay. All right, we can come back from this. We can come back from this. Hold up, y'all. Don't hit the pole, don't hit the pole. No. We're right at the end. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. No. Oh. The inflection of my voice might not give it away, but I am devastated. Get out of here, Mr. President. Get out of here, Mr. President. Into the parking garage. Did we do it? Is that the death of driver?
You okay, sir?
I'm fine, son.
We got him. Sir, you okay?
Uh-huh.
We got him. Tanner,
We
Costello.
got him. Sir, are you okay? We got him.
Got him all.
Man sounds like he should be voicing a cartoon cockroach.
Take your badge back now, Tanner.
How much of the FBI did Vaughn drag down with him?
It's gonna take some time for us to shift right through all this. Meantime, take your badge back. Take it.
Oh man, we were a cop all along.
Tanner!
That's
Now you get
unfortunate.
yourself back here, Tanner. Now you come back here and you pick up this badge. Tanner!
Oh,
You
good.
just
We're
bought
walking
yourself
away.
A whole lot of trouble, fella. This is your last chance, Tanner.
What a great ending. We didn't become a bootlicker in the end. Love that for me. We have not succumbed to propaganda. I guess back to Miami we go. Show us some credits. Give me them credits. I'm here. I'm waiting. I'm gonna laugh so hard if it just puts us back to the title screen. Oh. Love that. Love that for me. Our credits here in the, Nope. Is there really no way for me to view the credits? Good golly, view tables. Yeah, looks like we don't get any credits. Well, okay, let's pull up the dirt track here, track 1. Let's get some music playing in the back while we rat out our final thoughts here on Driver, a game by Reflections. There we go. All right. All right, let's pull up the list and put down some thoughts here on boop, Driver, You Are the Wheelman, released on June 25th, 1999. Suggested by our very own Drunk Kami. Thank you so much for picking yet another game. I need to update my times on these bad boys. All right, let's slide Kami's name on over and write out our final thoughts. Okay. Driver, You Are the Wheelman. I am going to try my darndest not to be hypercritical on this game. So, I really want to be negative here. Mostly because a lot of those final missions were filled with rain and didn't control very well at all. But I need to look at the game as a whole. Given the fact that we were having all of these internet issues and this got moved from what should have been 2 parts up to 5 parts, I've had a lot of time to think about Driver and dread going back to all of these rain missions, and as a whole it's just sort of existing in my brain. It's sort of like a space, but honestly, all in all, this game isn't bad. I think that control-wise, it feels fine when you're not in the rain. The game has a lot of mechanics in place that allow you to control your vehicle really well, and it rewards you for doing so. The police AI is a little bit nasty at times with them kind of chasing you like crazy, but all in all, gameplay-wise, I think it is an above-average driving game. I'm going to give it a 6. Graphics, this game looks great for a PS1 game. Like, it has that PS1 aesthetic that you just love to see. It doesn't lag all too much. It lags quite a bit in the rain, which is all of the ladder missions, but in regular missions like this right here in the desert, like, it's not lagging. I'm steering perfectly fine. In general, it's a good time. I like the way that this game looks. Visually, I'm going to give it an 8. I would give it a higher score if it weren't for the rain missions pulling it way down. Music in this game, easy 9 out of 10. Every song that you hear in this game is funky as hell. I just wish there was a couple more songs. Story-wise, it was a bit hard to follow the story with the cutscenes being... With the cutscenes sounding like they were recorded in a different room, so it was just sort of that you're pressing a microphone up to a wall and hoping for the best. But story-wise, being a washed-up cop who's starting to commit crimes and then rejects his cop ways at the end, it's fun. I like it. I'll give it a 6 out of 10 on story. Hey, Tommy out here with the raid. Oh, hey, I don't have alerts on this scene. Hold up here. Hold up. No, we're gonna skip that alert. I want the actual sound. There it is. Hey, Kami, how you doing? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. We are currently writing out our thoughts on Driver because we just finished the game. Nice job beating Driver. Thank you, my man. I hope the 8 runs treated you well today. So, wow factor wise, I think I'm gonna give it an above average wow factor. We're gonna throw a 7 down. Hey, that games list is awesome. If you do !list in chat, do it for you. It'll give you a link to the spreadsheet if you want to look through it yourself. I'm pretty proud of the spreadsheet. It's nice. We got a nice visual section here at the other side as well. Difficulty wise on this game, I wouldn't say it's really overly difficult. I would say some of the missions are more annoying than anything, and that mostly just comes from the fact of they throw way too many cops at you to the point where you're kind of just getting pinballed around, and it gets to be a bit of an RNG fest to see if you're actually going to win or not. I think a difficulty of a 4 seems fair. Giving me an overall score of a 7? I think an overall score of a 7 feels about right. If you want to get your point across in life, spread it. Prince, you really do say things sometimes. Yeah, this was PS1 game number 161 on stream. For those of you that are from Kami's Raid and don't know what we do around here, I am on a quest to finish every single PS1 game that has ever been released. So we've got a list here of another... Golly, it does just keep going. Another 4,587 games. Here's the 166 that we have finished. And we've still got 9 in the queue. And these games are suggested by people just like you in chat. So if there's a PS1 game that you want to see me play, stick around, hang out, get some channel points built up, and you can select Shadow Tower, just like PS1 did, for our next game. Kami's favorite PS1 game, Shadow Tower. Alrighty, y'all. I am going to get that set up. We'll be back in just one moment, and when we come back, we're gonna play some Shadow Tower. Alrighty, y'all. Enjoy the tunes. I will see you on the other side of this break. Be back in just a moment, y'all. See you then.